Thousands of American federal workers waking up without a paycheck this morning as the partial government shutdown enters day 3. And with lawmakers on recess until next Monday, a DHS funding deal remains in limbo. Funding for the department expired early Saturday morning, triggering a partial shutdown impacting the TSA, the Coast Guard, FEMA, the Secret Service. Now, TSA officers working without pay does raise concerns about staffing and potential travel disruptions at the airports. This echoes issues seen in last year's record-long 43-day shutdown. But remember, air traffic controllers are not going to be affected this time around currently. I want to bring in Wisconsin Congressman Tom Tiffany. Congressman, I want to get your thoughts on this because, and I mentioned this a few moments ago. The Republicans on the Senate side, they said, OK, we'll give you 6 weeks. We'll figure out what to do with ICE. Democrats wanted 2 weeks. They got their 2 weeks. Now they're refusing to, by all accounts, even have conversations with their colleagues across the aisle. What do you make of this?
It's good that President Trump is trying to show the leadership to get a solution here, but I think this is about a couple things. One, it's about defunding law enforcement. You look at our state in Madison, Wisconsin last week, on an overpass, there was a sign, defund defund the police. This is ultimately what it's about. It doesn't matter whether it's federal, state, or local. They want to defund law enforcement. I think the bigger thing here, though, is they see, Chuck Schumer, he sees the economy improving, interest rates starting to come down, inflation coming down. You've had Secretary Bessent on numerous times telling about the good news that is before the American people here in 2026. Energy prices, gas prices up by me in far northern Wisconsin have gotten down into as low as the 230s. Good news for the American people. Chuck Schumer cannot bear to have good news because that means we win the midterm elections on the economy.
Well, so they're using ICE, to be clear. All of this, and we're going to get into the SAVE Act in a minute, but all of this is around ICE. That's where they're putting all of their, the eggs into the basket, if you will. So I want you to listen to Tom Homan, because he's the one that directly addressed what the Democrats are asking for when it comes to these ICE officers. Listen to him.
I don't like the masks either, but because threats against ICE officers, are up over 1,500%. Actual assaults and threats are up over 8,000%. These men and women have to protect themselves. As far as identifying themselves, they all have placards. Some of the asks are just, I think they're unreasonable. I don't know of another law enforcement agency in the country that has an 8,000% increase in threats.
What is so interesting here is that obviously, many Republicans have said, yes, we'll talk about ICE reform. But what Chuck Schumer says, here's his 3 demands. He says, stop the ICE patrols, the roving patrols, increase accountability, bar ICE agents from wearing masks, and, which is what he just addressed, but also, they want IDs, they want judicial warrants for these. They really, in a way, let's be clear here, this would really, in effect, stop ICE agents from being able to do the work that they need to do, especially when they do not have local officials that will work alongside of them, local police.
Correct. And I would hone in on the judicial warrants here, Cheryl, because that basically is saying, the Democrats are saying that they want to have open borders. Because if you have to have a judicial warrant versus an administrative warrant, that means this is going to slow the process down to a crawl. And you're going to see what happened in the previous administration, where it's just basically going to be open borders. And, that shows the lie that Chuck Schumer and others are saying that, oh, yeah, we're fine with having secure borders and all the rest. They're not. They want to reopen the borders. Having judicial warrants is one of the ways in which you keep those 10 million people that came into the United States, how you keep them here and not remove them, as the Trump administration is attempting to do.
Right. Well, let's get into the SAVE Act. I mentioned this a moment ago. So the House passed the Save America Act last week, 218 to 213. Texas Congressman Henry Cuellar, the only Democrat to vote in favor. The bill now heads to the Senate. Democrats have already vowed to block it using the filibuster. Republicans seemingly have at least 51 votes. Maine Senator Susan Collins switching her stance. Democratic Senator John Fetterman also planning to vote yes. He told Maria it's not unreasonable to ask for ID to vote. President Trump is calling on Senate Majority Leader Thune to abolish the filibuster, allow a simple majority to pass bills. That includes the SAVE Act. The so-called nuclear option doesn't have broad support among the 53 Republicans, who fear Democrats can use it to ram their own agenda through, should they regain control of the upper chamber, Congressman. Your thoughts, in particular, on the filibuster and where we stand.
It's time for a legitimate filibuster, as I think you guys were talking about prior to this segment. It is time to have a legitimate filibuster, not just have this cloture requirement that stops legislation from moving forward. Make the Democrats argue to the American people. And by the way, wouldn't this be enlightening for the American people to see Chuck Schumer on the floor of the House for 24 hours, 48 hours, however long he chooses to speak, and tell the American people that illegal people here illegally in this country should have to prove that they're legal in order to vote, that we should have photo ID. I'd like to see that argument for 24 hours, because the American people are on our side of making sure that we have safe, secure elections.
Well, it is a midterm year. So you mentioned the economy, the Trump economy, earlier. Where is the thinking right now for you and your colleagues in the party for November? Do you push more of the economic message? Is it more on the immigration story? Where are you?
Well, I think there's a combination of issues that come before us that we are going to deal with. I mean, look at even like healthcare. Before Christmas, we in the House passed a healthcare reform package. We are working steadily through these issues, but ultimately it is going to be about the economy. And it's why Chuck Schumer is doing everything he can to throw sand in the gears at this point, because he sees the economy growing like everyone else. You guys have quoted the Atlanta Fed and the growth numbers we're seeing of 5% plus. That is good for the American people, and that is what they're going to vote on come November.
Before you go, Congressman, President Trump has endorsed you for Wisconsin's open gubernatorial race after saying on Truth Social he helped you in your congressional race, called you, quote, a very successful businessman, a family farmer, a distinguished congressman. How's the race going, sir?
It's going very well. I mean, you look at the state of Wisconsin, we're headed in the same place as Minnesota and Illinois at this point. Just this month now, people's utility bills are up as much as $300 from the year before in a single month. We had the highest property tax increases in 30 years. People are looking for leadership and solutions. We're going to bring that. We're going to bring down property tax rates and freeze them, and we're going to bring people's utility bills down also. We've got a plan that we are going to take to the people of the state of Wisconsin. This is a great state with wonderful people, and we can be one of the real rising stars here in America if we just have the right policies in place that give more freedom and opportunity to the good people here in the Badger State.
Well, good luck in the race. We're going to be following it. Congressman Tom Tiffany, thank you for being here.
You join you, Cheryl.
All right. See you soon. All right. We'll be right back, everybody.